know what's crazy? The only reason we started off with knee sleeves is because remember when I was doing a power building split? Like that was 2018, 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
I would wear like LeBron James jerseys to the gym and shit. And I was also very high at the gym all the time. Do you remember that?
I never knew you were on drugs.
Oh, it's not drugs. It's just weed.
Can someone Google that? Is marijuana a drug?
But we started with knee sleeves because I was so heavy into like when I was squatting, like I broke my PR of 500 at your gym, District Barbell in DC.
Which also pissed me off. Shawley doesn't do powerlifting training at all. Just crushes my PR with no training.
At that time, I was really like Russell put me on a program and I was fucking like really training and it was killing my body. But like I was so into like strong knee sleeves and like just powerlifting and shit. And knee sleeves were just so like beneficial to me at the time, I guess, because I was squatting so heavy.
Yeah.
And that's why I started with knee sleeves. So yeah, I don't know. That's why I started with knee sleeves and accessories, and then.
Well, so when you launched the company with your partner, did you say like, okay, we're going to start with lifting accessories? Like, I want to start this company.
I have a funny story, and I feel like I have to tell this story because like I don't want to take all the credit for it. I think I may have told you in.
Tell me again.
You and Christian, but you probably won't remember it. But I remember this because I mean, obviously it's my company. But he came to me, I would say like 3 or 4 times, maybe 4 or 5
Christian.
times. No, Sam. You know Sam.
Yeah. Okay. Sam's is his business partner.
Sam is my business partner, and he came to me like maybe 4 or 5 times to my apartment and tried to get me to start a weightlifting accessory company. 4 out of the 5 times, the 4 first times, I turned him down. I was like, bro.
He wanted to start a company and wanted you to be a part of it.
Because I was coaching him at the time, and he lost like maybe 40.
So you didn't have any idea to like.
Nope.
Okay.
I was coaching him at the time, and he lost like 40 pounds with me. Huge transformation of his life, whatever. And Shawley Coker, onlinecoaching.com.
You still do coaching?
No, I don't. I'm just joking. I don't do coaching. Don't go reply. But he saw me as a client. And as a friend, obviously, but he saw me as a client just squatting fucking a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And he was just like, bro, like, we need to start our own weightlifting accessory company. Like, I promise you, like, we can blow it out of the water. Like, knee sleeves today are so bland and plain. Like, let's come up with something dope. And I was like, bro, that sounds stupid as fuck. No. Like, I'm not about to create knee sleeves. Like, that's dumb. Like, if anything, I'm going to start, like, my own Alpha Elite or my own, like, Everforward. Like, fuck knee sleeves.
I'm going to try something different and launch a T-shirt.
Yeah. Is that something? I was just like, bro, like, knee sleeves suck. And he just kept coming back and back and back and back. And then on the 4th time, I was like, bro, all right, bro, this guy is not gonna leave me alone, man. Like, fuck. Like, he's not gonna leave me alone. I was like, all right, let's do it. I remember I was all cool with it and everything. And then he went back home and he texted me that same night or whatever and was like, yo, I was making good money I was making 6 figures probably from online coaching at the time. It was like 2017.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, all right, I know that you're down and everything. Just know that we're gonna have to pay this investment. And I was like, yo, like what do you mean? He was like, at that time, $10,000 to me was a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
it's still a lot of money.
It's still a lot. Yeah. It's still a lot. Don't get me, I'm not trying to sound like that, but at that time, like it was a lot. And I remember he asked me for $10,000 to like put into the business. And I was just like, bro, like, am I really about this shit? Like, seriously.
Because at first it was like, okay, yeah, we'll do this company.
Yeah, and
then he's actually like, okay, we got to do it. I need some money.
It's like when you come up with a new idea for sour strips, like, okay, like, yeah, this sounds cool. When they hit you with the invoice, it's like, oh, fuck.
And so did y'all go in 50-50? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're 50-50 owners in this.
10-10. He put his 10 in. He asked me for my 10. I sent my 10 to him. And like, bro, I remember just being so anxious and like low-key depressed because I wiped out my entire savings account. At that time, I wiped out my entire savings account and I was just like living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And I remember that same week, I just posted coaching every single day just to replenish my bank account. And bro, like, I think that's one of the greatest stories of my entire life. I never failed.
You owe that man your life, dude.
Oh yeah. Bro, he knows that. And like that happened. And then obviously we waited like, bro, I mean, that was my first time ever dealing with a manufacturer overseas. So like, I remember we did that in 2017, maybe November.
Yeah.
I launched June 2018. We didn't get like, we were sampling from November to June. And that whole time I just felt like, like, okay, you know this, when you start a product, start sampling a product, by the time it actually gets here and it's like ready to sell,
It's forever.
you're like, bro, like, do people still care about
Yeah,
this?
100%.
Is this gonna sell? Like, are people gonna care about this? Like, it's been so long. Like, it was cool back in November 2017. We're in 2018 now. Like, fucking knee sleeves. Like, come on.
That's how I feel about like when you get big time in clothing launches and stuff. Like one of the reasons we never get to see Christian is because it's like, hey Christian, you want to go like have dinner? He's like, dude, I can't. I'm planning the 2028 Alpha collection. And in my head, I'm like, bro, like how are you gonna know what's trendy in like 2 years from now? But it's like you have to do it, and that's what scares me the most. Even just thinking about launch, when your brand gets so big, you have to think of collections that far ahead of time. This is just even like there's a hype in your head of like we're gonna do something, and then
you have to wait. It's just a dead period, and at that level, it's probably even crazier. So like, yeah, there was just a dull period where we were just like, okay, like we started the Instagram, we were posting samples, hyping people up, but we didn't get our samples till like 7 months later. We didn't get our final product till 7 months later, and I remember just like not sleeping. Just so anxious that entire week, just not sleeping.
that $10,000, that $10,000.
Yeah, bro. I was just like, bro, and like I said, $10,000 was a lot
Yeah.
to me. And I was like, bro, am I gonna make this money back? And I remember we launched 1,000 knee sleeves, and Christian came over that day, and he helped me package. And we launched 1,000 knee sleeves and
1,000 pairs.
1,000 pairs, sorry,
Right.
1,000 pairs of knee sleeves, and they pretty much all sold out. And that's when I was just like, wow. Okay, I understand what we have to do now. And from that moment, I just kind of just.
And you immediately made your 10,000 back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because without getting into the cost of items, the margins on a lifting accessory, whether you guys buy it from any large company, like it's a good profit margin
great profit margin.
the price that knee sleeves are just this higher number than I don't know who came up with like the price what knee sleeves should cost, right? And I remember when you launched them, and it's like cool seeing them from them then to now, because it was like your first iteration, and then over the years you just kept like evolving the products. What is going on, guys? I am Maxx Chewning, your host. I hope you enjoyed this little clip. If you want to see the full magical lovely episode, just click the link down in the description or search Don't Be Sour on your favorite podcast streaming service. And remember, thank you for tuning in.